gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is the first round of the Hybrid School of Wrestling Championship Tournament.
What is going on here?
Vance Jackson.
Vance Jackson.
Jeez Louise.
Introducing first.
I'm glad he's here. We need this type of official for some match of this caliber.
We need another official.
Why?
He's not going to call this even.
What do you mean?
Who's coming out next?
Who is coming out next? Well, I don't know if you looked at the schedule matches tonight, Doc, but this is going to be Don Juan, one half of the Texas Streets, 1/3 of the Texas Streets, excuse me. No disrespect to Chris Marvel and Diego Rene. We are going to see him going up against the second generation sensation, Jesse Funaki.
And this is going to be a great match. Here we have J-Wave. And following J-Wave,
being accompanied to the ring by J-Wave. From the city of Passion, Texas, by way of the Treats Nation, he would like it to be known that he is Sho Funaki's favorite wrestler.
That's true, I asked him.
He is the Megalodon.
and you know what happens
It's
when you
not
make
an assumption.
assumptions?
That is factual information. Excuse you.
Factual information. Look what he's doing to the audience.
He's giving them a show.
Oh my!
He is giving these people what they pay for. Doc, maybe you don't believe in sending the crowd home happy. I don't know. But here at the Hybrid School of Wrestling, Don Juan, the Megalodon, is giving these people exactly what they want.
We should just give everybody some hand sanitizer.
Potentially. I'm not going to say that's a bad idea, but nonetheless.
Don Juan continues his visual assault on the audience members, showing off his love for treats and training.
That's right. Love for everybody. There's one thing you can say about Don Juan. He's a very loving man.
Oh, is he?
Very.
Well, I don't know how loving he was last night at United.
Well, that's a different situation.
Oh, was it?
It's a difference. Of course it is, Doc. Come on.
That was an outpouring of violence. I wonder if that's what we're going to see here tonight.
You're right. An absolute outpouring of violence. Fans, if you have not seen that match, should be up shortly. United210.com, United210 here in San Antonio, Texas. But nonetheless, don't let any of that violence that occurred the other night take away from the man's good jovial attitude, I would even say.
Well.
And his opponents. From San Antonio, Texas, he is second generation Jesse Funaki.
Jesse Funaki, second generation, just as Armand has said, and he has already shown what he has built at the Hybrid School of Wrestling. He's done really well at the top of his class and has already been going into rings and showing off why he's of his pedigree. He is ready to go, he's raring, and he's going to start off with the Don Juan, the Megalodon.
Well, that's how you said he's at the top of his class so far. Is that what you said, Dog? Yeah. Tell me, who exactly teaches that class?
Well,
come on, you know the answer to it, Doc. You and I both know. Jesse Funaki is the best student in whose class? In Sho Funaki's class. You don't think that might, that's not a little funny to you? You don't think it's just weird how that just happened to work out that way?
Jesse Funaki!
Hold on here.
Oh, and he's got personality.
I just have one quick question, DJ. Don Juan, and I think we all have this question too. Do you and that groupie over there that you carry around just ever shut the hell up?
Ooh. There you go.
I can't believe you said
that. That's not something you teach or learn.
Yeah, I love every single one of y'all, but I think we're all trying to see a wrestling match tonight.
It's not something you should encourage in your children. That's all I'm saying.
So how about we just wrestle, Don Juan?
This is the first time I've seen someone Cut him down a little bit, Mr. Don Juan, the Megalodon.
Well, I hope it was worth it, Jesse Funaki, because he's about to find out exactly what it's like to be in that ring with a shark, with a veteran in that ring who knows how to take you apart any single way, and Don Juan is going to look good doing it.
And I'm not going to deny what you just said. He does have a lot of experience. He has been in many places here in Texas and outside of Texas. But it's about time that we see somebody step up to the plate and show Don Juan he's not at the top anymore.
Well, you've got to be bad enough and big enough to show him that, Doc. And Jesse Funaki, judging off the opening moments of this match, I don't know if he's got that in him.
Jesse Funaki, he's considering his strategies, looking around. Don Juan still chatted it up with the fans, wasting a lot of time.
It's all just a mind game just as much as a physical one, Doc. Don Juan is dictating the pace. Don Juan is the one taking Jesse Funaki back to the corner with that collar elbow tie-up and that hard shot to the stomach.
And then there's Don Juan gloating again.
As he should.
As he should. And we've said this before. You spend so much time playing around with your opponent, and they're going to wind up knocking you upside your head.
And normally, I would agree with you, Doc, 100%. But I think in this particular instance, Don Juan, Jesse Funaki, it is about teaching this young man a lesson.
Oh, he's up for teaching lessons now?
Of course he is. Excuse me, ma'am, excuse you. Don Juan is going to teach Jesse Funaki about respect, about humility, about what that feels like right there as Don Juan, the kick to the gut, transition to a side headlock, the Megalodon firmly in control.
And this is just Jesse's chance to figure out a way out of this because he has seen Don Juan work. He has been there for those opportunities. Oh, we don't need to see all of that.
Excuse you, Doc. Oh, Jesse Funaki.
Ooh, there we go.
The hip toss takeover into an arm drag. Jesse, he was going for the drop kick. Don Juan, and again, there's that ring awareness, that veteran mentality that I was trying to tell you about earlier, Doc. Don Juan knew he was in danger, immediately got right out of the way, right on the outside, regrouping with J-Wave, getting their game plan together.
Danger being a good word for that because Jesse Funaki was showing him not only what he's learned, but what he's perfecting, what he has perfected. Drop kicks, arm drags, all those things, but right now, he has to perfect the art of calculation because we know that Don Juan has a habit.
Oh, J-Wave on the outside. Jesse Funaki.
Goodness.
And there you go, the game plan in action, Doc, right there. Well executed by Don Juan and J-Wave. J-Wave distracting young Jesse Funaki as Don Juan came in from behind and just a loud knife-edge chop across the chest.
And that's what I was saying. He has the habit of using the art of deception. J-Wave, woo!
The drop kick from Jesse Funaki took down Don Juan, and another.
And part two. Don Juan didn't see that coming. Funaki coming in from across the ring. Ooh, jumps right over Don Juan. Ooh, and takes a face full of turnbuckle.
Oh, Don Juan just like spit the gum out of his mouth from the force of that headbutt. Jesse Funaki, the crossbody off the second row, but not enough to keep Don Juan down.
Well, like you said, it takes more work to get Don Juan down, and Jesse Funaki is putting in that work right now. Standing on the second ring rope, they're counting it down. They're throwing him them big old fists to his forehead.
Vince Jackson, he's got to get in there with the count. He better not do more than 10. That's a disqualification.
Oh, eat it. You enjoy it. That was served nice and hot. And Don Juan stumbling over to the other side of Funaki to keep an eye on
Funaki doing?
Oh, no, and here comes Don Juan.
Just a
clubbing him across the head.
Hard forearm shot, just directly to the side of the head and the temple of Jesse Funaki.
Oh,
J-Wave,
good Lord.
I believe J-Wave's checking on him, trying to make sure Jesse's okay on the outside.
Checking on him?
Yes.
With a cane?
No, he's trying to visualize and verbalize that this man is okay.
You verbalize violence with a cane while the...
No, use a cane to walk. What are you talking about?
And of course, you need to get your eyes checked. Ref distracted, but still Funaki comes in. Don Juan tries to go for a pin, but not quite because there's a lot of stamina in Funaki still.
Just a 2 count, not quite enough to put the young man away. I do think that is one thing that Jesse Funaki has going for him, Doc. This youthful stamina, the strength. Jesse Funaki may have the edge there, but again, doesn't amount to much when your opponent is someone like Don Juan, who is going to dictate every single flow. and move in the match just like that back elbow.
Did I hear you correctly? Did you just say Don Juan was old? Yes,
No.
Jesse does have a lot
I
of
did
youthful
not say that.
exuberance.
Excuse
he
you.
has the energy. He's going to get over on Don Juan
I
tonight.
will thank you to not put words in my mouth, ma'am. No, I did not say that, and I would not insult the Megalodon, Don Juan. What I am saying is simply facts. Jesse Funaki is at the very beginning stages of his career. Yes, this young man has all the potential in the world, comes from a star-studded pedigree, could and has every right to be a big deal in this business, but he needs to focus on the man that is in front of him, and that is the Megalodon, Don Juan.
And
But he
that's
hits him in the
what he's
roll-up.
doing. This is hyper-focus, not just a little bit of focus.
Vance Jackson.
Oh,
And again, the
Always
brains on Don Juan saw the kick coming. I mean, a stroke of brilliance, if you ask me, getting Vance Jackson involved.
involved? No, he's getting in the way again.
He's a referee. He has to be in the match.
He's in the match to make sure everybody's safe and to count it out, but he's not.
I'm
He's
glad
getting
we
in the
agree.
way. And here comes Don Juan taking a breath. Jesse going to a corner. Don Juan just kind of circling him and just stomping the torso of Jesse Funaki, not giving him any chance to breathe.
Those boots to the chest just inflicting damage on the young man, Jesse Funaki. Oh,
Ooh,
Don
too
Juan
slow.
going for a chop, but the reversal.
That's what happens with old age. You slow down.
Excuse you.
He's taking them chops, but he's not handling them too well. Jesse Funaki throwing Don Juan. Oh, and he was able to avoid.
Nobody home on the dropkick, and Don Juan.
Oh, no, come on.
The running single leg drop kick to the side of the head. 1, 2.
It's a little fast, Vance, a little fast.
Not enough, fast or otherwise. Jesse Funaki having the wherewithal to kick out, stay in the match. Don Juan looks to just wear him down with this rear chin lock, keeping the young man on the mat.
He's finding the energy. The audience is definitely ready to deliver as they're really pouring it into Jesse. He's finding a way to push away the pain. Don Juan holding on tight.
But can that be enough? It's great that these people are behind him. I'm sure that he feels that energy, but that is a grown man clamping down with all of his strength across this young man's windpipe. Everybody in the world can be behind you, but if it is restricting your airflow, your ability to stay in the fight, it's only going to do you so much good.
But he too is a grown man, but the difference is he is at the peak of his physique right now. You see this man getting back up. The energy is coming through him, flowing. He's using it to get back up, push this man off of him. Don Juan throwing that elbow in mid-back. Jesse Funaki back down on his knees.
A valiant attempt by Jesse Funaki to try and get something going, but Don Juan just there for him, catches him with the hip toss, but Jesse Funaki just a step-up enziguri directly to the side of Don Juan. Don Juan may be out. He's looking like his eyes are glazed over. I don't know if he knows where he's at right now.
I know where he's at. Broken hip time.
Broken hip? Excuse you.
That's what happens when you get old.
Okay, well, first of all, that is
though.
ageism. Excuse you, ma'am. We don't do that here, okay?
Well, Funaki's getting back on his feet. And the Megalodon is trying to find some guppy seed, but there's nobody there to feed him to get energy from. Throwing that big old fist, but Funaki returning the favor.
Don Juan looks like, yeah, maybe a little rocked
Oh,
from these shots from Jesse Funaki. And again, this is kind of going back to what we were saying earlier, Doc. That stamina, that vigor, definitely keeping Jesse Funaki in the fight. Right now, Don Juan reverses the Irish whip, but Jesse Funaki, the leaping lariat, and another one takes down Don Juan.
you gotta find the energy, and Funaki definitely found it.
Hits the sling blade.
Oh, we got something special. Nice.
And a neck breaker, just a flurry of offense from Jesse Funaki. 1, 2.
Oh, not quite. Even the twitching gave us a false sense of a win. He almost had it.
Almost had it. You're right, Doc, and I agree with you. It was very, very close, but as we've said many, many times over the course of our time here at Hybrid, close doesn't get you the victory. You've got to get the 3 count, and Jesse Funaki, to his credit, is keeping his eye on the ball.
That's what he needs, that hyper focus.
Oh, and a leaping forearm just off the 3rd rope, slingshot in from the outside. J-Wave.
Come on. We got to get this guy out of here. And Vance has to turn around and we have nobody here making the count. Jesse Funaki naturally.
Why are they counting? Why are these fans counting? I don't know what's going on there, but Vance Jackson.
Not paying attention yet again.
What do you mean he's paying attention? He's trying to get J-Wave off the apron.
No, he's not. He's having a conversation man, and here we have Don Juan back on his feet.
Hold on, Don Juan coming in hot, almost hit J-Wave. Put on the brakes in time, but Jesse Funaki
Deserved it. He deserved it. He should mind his own business. Stay outside the ring.
And again, Jesse in the corner, but eats the kick. Don Juan hits him with the cutter. Good night.
Oh, he's got to get up. He's got to get up. Come on, come on. Oh, no.
Here is your winner, the Megala Don Juan.
Don Juan, yet again, escapes with this win. He runs away. He steals it.
Well, you and I have a very different definition of who escapes and steals a victory here. I mean, yes, I understand Jesse Funaki, the fan favorite coming out here. And like I said, all credit in the world to the young man. Has the world of potential and a long career ahead of him. But it does
Jesse
not change
Funaki,
tonight.
you learned a lot from the best tonight. One lesson, you always shake the hand of the man that beat you fair and square.
Oh, don't do
Fair
that.
and square.
Don't do that. Fair and square. Now you know that hand's dirty.
Well, that may be a fair play.
Jesse Funaki considering it. I don't think he should do it at all.
What do you mean he shouldn't do it? This is respecting your
Respect.
elders, the men who paved the way for you.
Liable
Yes.
to catch something. Something unwanted.
There you go. Show of respect. Absolutely.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Of course. Of course.
Well, Jesse Funaki, he should have said that before he turned around. He provoked Don
Oh,
Juan
provoked.
into that attack. Shame on this young man.
Shame on Don Juan. We knew these are the type of things that Don Juan is known for. Whoa!
What's going on?
Whoa!
That's Sho Funaki. That's Jesse's dad. Wrestling legend Sho
Wow.
Funaki just ran past us. What's
And of course, what does Don Juan do? Run away with his tail between his legs.
what? Do you want to fight Funaki?
Hey, he doesn't, of course not. Why
I
would
don't
he?
blame
He's
him.
Scared.
I don't blame him. Don Juan just came off of a hard-fought match against that man, Jesse Funaki. We just got done talking about how much of a tough competitor he is.
Clap. Clap for that man. That's right. Well done.
Sho
Always with that
Funaki,
dirty
Jesse
tricks.
Funaki. A family coming together to fight off Don Juan and J-Wave. A
Mhm,
feel-good
that's
moment
right.
for you, Doc. There you go.
Indeed.
Father and son coming together at the Hybrid School of Wrestling.
And that's how it's done. That's how you take care of your own.
Hybrid Strong!